Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are doing good this morning and feeling good. We've got that great new moon energy coming in today. So I hope you guys are having a good morning so far, wherever you are in the world. I know you guys are coming from all over the place. So thank you guys for being here. We've got Wendy Casey in the Northeast. Beautiful blue skies. Ooh, I bet. Beautiful time of year, especially I'd say for the Northeast, the Midwest, all of it. We have a beautiful country for sure, but this is fall. So, fall, my favorite, definitely beautiful everywhere. Um, yeah, awesome. Thank you guys for being here. We also have Pamela out there in Shenandoah Valley. Welcome. I bet it is beautiful there as well. Yes, and we have we've got West Coasters everywhere. Everybody's here. So thank you guys. So our new moon in Virgo, it's going to be at 9:40 p.m. on the East Coast. So I know it's a little later, but I don't have a picture of it. That's all right. But 9:40 Eastern time, so that's 6:40 Pacific time. But definitely set your intentions. I've got all my crystals and my candles all set. I actually got a candle for each chakra. So I'm trying something different this time. Since Virgo is associated with our health and also setting new routines and taking better care of ourselves, and healing, as you guys know, I've gone through the healing process over there at Mel's Wellness Center. I want to give him a shout out again. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mel and Amber, for letting me use this energy enhancement system that you guys have here. Boy, oh boy, I am still feeling the effects. Yesterday, I felt it very heavily. So my healing was more so emotional, emotional healing that I hadn't looked at in quite some time. So it's very connected to this Virgo new moon, though. I was researching so that it's very tied in. And then I realized I did the healing on 9/9 and 9/10. So that is the portal. That is a portal time as well. So very powerful. But emotional healing is what I went through. It was very intense, but in a very good way, a very healthy way. So I do encourage you guys to get out there when you guys can and try the EE systems for sure. Um, it's very powerful. I feel very refreshed. I feel very good. I feel that the other day, yes, the leaf blower guy did blow it all in my face, and allergies had sparked, and I felt like I was sick. But I wasn't sick, it was just from all of the pollen and whatever. But I also was purging. I feel like I was really purging emotional stuff that needed to be healed as well. But today, very strong, very powerful. I feel very just rejuvenated. That's the powerful energy I feel is rejuvenation, renewal. I just feel like I feel really good. So I just wanted to let you guys know the update because when you do go through the healing centers with the EES systems, it does have after effects the days after as well. So it's not just, and just like Mel was saying, it's not going to cure you one time. I only went one time and it was under 2 hours. So can you imagine if I stay there overnight? I'm going to have to stay there overnight. And I will also have a report on that as well. I might go this weekend. I might. I haven't decided yet. But very powerful. I'm very impressed. But it brought up a lot of stuff I don't like to look at. But it had to come. It had to happen. And I feel very good. I feel like I released it. So just like I was when I was meditating this morning, I was realizing if we don't feel it, if we don't get in the feeling of those past emotional or trauma or memories, if we don't get back in that feeling, at least just for the moment, you've got to recognize it, look at it. Once we get back in that feeling, that's when we can release it. And we also need to appreciate those lower vibes as well, because those lower emotions, because those are the roots that give us that strength. I'm thinking of like a tree, like the tree roots, the very bottom. Yes, that is it. It builds us who we are. Those experiences builds us very strong. And basically, like the stump of the tree is the channel that takes us to the very, very high frequency where we do belong, where our true identity, who we truly are, belongs in the highest frequency possible. So that is how I'm visualizing it when I meditate, and it's helping a big deal. So it's okay. I know a lot of us have gone through it with the retrograde, with the Virgo new moon here. So all these energies lately, I've been hearing it from you guys that there's a lot of emotional stuff. You guys are having a little bit of a hard time, and that's totally normal. And that's what the Virgo moon is actually doing with us as well. It's making us reflect on where we've been in the past, how we got to where we are now. And though we have to be very appreciative and be proud of ourselves too, and don't get caught up in the lower emotional feelings. We don't want to get caught up in that, but we want to recognize it, appreciate it, move forward, leave it at the roots. Those are your roots. It's all good because you're growing from it, just like the tree. But anyways, hopefully that makes sense. I half the time don't know what I'm talking about, what I'm saying. I don't play it back, so hopefully it made sense to you. But I'm going to read a message from Zadkiel. I think you say it Zadkiel. So here we go. This is perfect for this Virgo new moon. So let's do it. Archangel Zadkiel, angel of justice and righteousness, keeper of the violet flame. Thank you for bringing your energy to me now. I surrender, release, and transmute all old karma, contracts, and setbacks with love. So I'm going to read that again because that's powerful. I surrender, release, and transmute all old karma, contracts, and setbacks with love. I am the violet flame. The spirit of mercy fills me and fills my very core as I find it within myself to forgive and release the past and to focus on compassion. I am an expression of divine love. Thank you for supporting me, and so it is. So there you go. I thought that was perfect for what we're doing here with this Virgo new moon. And just remember to release the past. And once we release it, we feel it, we look at it, we release it, we forgive ourselves or whoever's in the situation. Then we move forward. And we can cut ties with old routines. If possibly you were trying to cover, all of us do it. We try to cover up those emotions. Like, we don't want to look at that, so I'm going to go do this. It's going to mask over how I truly feel and will be good temporarily. So, things like alcohol or substance abuse or smoking or whatever. And we've all done certain things that we'll run to. Some run to emotional eating, things of that. There's all kinds of things that we do to mask over what we need to face. And it's okay to face them. And once we do and we feel it, let's appreciate it. Appreciate those experiences. Even though they weren't so pleasant, mostly, it's okay. Because that's another thing. Things happen for us, not to us, which is something everyone says. But I had to remind us all of that because, seriously, that's something I have to say. Otherwise, I get lost. But anyways, let's pull some cards. Here we go. Let's see, what is the message for today? What message wants to come through today? For September 14th, 2023. Here we go. Nine of Swords in reverse, a very emotional card, and usually very depressing when it's upright. But when it's in the reversal, this is opposite meaning. So this means this is no longer. We definitely shifted out of that that cycle of just wanting to stay. And that's another thing. Sometimes we will start to we'll get into that cycle of emotional, low frequency, low thinking negative about ourselves, and getting wrapped up in that and for far too long. So it's in reverse. So that's no longer happening. I think a lot of us have shifted. We're getting away from that. We're reprogramming our mind so that we do not do that anymore. So it's all about habit. We're changing our habits, our brain habits, definitely. Then we have the Seven of Swords. That Seven of Swords, you know how he is moving those swords around. That is very strategic. A lot of readers do use this card as a strategy card. I do believe it is at this time. But swords are also words and thoughts and things that you say to yourself, things that you say to others as well. So he is strategically being very careful at this time with what he's saying to himself and to others. And then we also have the World card. So the World card is very appropriate with this new moon as well, because this is completion. This is the ending of an old cycle, of an old habit, things that are no longer working for you. And I know we say that with every moon, but this one is very special, but it's very directed with your health, your well-being, your emotional, and your happiness. So this is completion. So putting an end to anything that is interrupting your inner peace. So this is beautiful. It's a beautiful new beginning. It's a very healthy moon phase. Then we have the Chariot and we have the Ace of Swords. So pushing forward with that Chariot, making that decision, carrying it through, going forward with it. Then we have the Ace of Swords, which is truth, your inner truth. Being honest with yourself, giving yourself an honest evaluation as well. So when those old past experiences creep up and they come back to you, don't run away this time. My cat, though, does need to run away right now. He's after the algae oil. I have it up here on the table. You can't have it right now. Okay. But anyways, you got to be very strong and very truthful with yourself, and not lose focus on where you want to be in the future, because every moment we are different people. We can be completely different. You're changed, you're upgraded, you're a higher frequency than you were 5 minutes ago. So we have to remember to be honest with ourselves, to keep pushing through, focus on what we truly want in the future, and not going back to the old habits. And I don't think that we will. I feel like this new moon, and also this higher consciousness as a collective that we are all in right now, I feel that all of us together, the more of us that are awakening and heightening in our consciousness, we're all pushing forward together, and all of our energy is helping each other. It's really beautiful to see. And that's part of that World card as well. So we're all shifting and all moving forward, losing those old habits and renewing ourselves. This is a time of renewal. So, very good message. I feel like this is a turning point, I do feel. It's not just like any other new moon. I think this is one that really will stick because of that Virgo influence for sure. But anyway, I hope that resonated with you guys. I hope I see all the love in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. And I do want to give a shout out to Jorge Luis. He's usually in our chat. He might not be this morning, but he'll see it later. I'm actually going to be doing a meet and greet with him and his wife later. They just went to Mel's Wellness Center. So congrats. I heard it was amazing. So I'll see you later on today for a meet and greet. Again, our second meet. But a shout out to you. And also, I want to thank you all for liking and subscribing to this channel, because it is growing and I appreciate each and every one of you. And I also want to share screen to not forget, guys, don't forget to still support Ascent Nutrition. We've got pine needle extract. I do have to let you know, when those allergies kicked in the other day, I took quite a bit of the pine needle extract, as well as the pine pollen tincture as well. Both of them really, because I take it every day, but those allergies when they came in were strong, so I took extra, but it really did help me for sure. So all the links for Ascent Nutrition will always be in the description below. Just a reminder there. And if you're interested in a personal reading, MaisonJupiter.com is where you're going to want to go for a one-on-one, face-to-face Zoom reading. And I cover everything. On the other side, I can connect with our loved ones, as well as your cosmic background, health, and financial. So I love doing that. And I also love doing the 4-question videos. So those are still definitely available. It is 10% off. I'm doing, since it's health related with the Virgo new moon. If you have purchased the pine needle extract from Ascent Nutrition, you are getting a 10% discount on the 4-question video. So if you do that, just email me there at quantumnews11@gmail.com, and you'll just have to show that you got the pine needle extract, and bam, you get the 10% off, and you'll get a customized video reading of your questions. So very, very cool. But I wanted to tie that in, since health is definitely related with this new moon. So, oh yeah. All right, guys. Well, I have to go get ready now for the Beyond Entertainment show. I'm going to be going over the Kardashians. Yep, I've never been a fan, but we have to go over this because they're very dark, as we know. But what about the father, Robert Kardashian? I want to look into that as well as some other things. So it's going to be very interesting later. So I'm going to go get ready for that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys take care and have a beautiful rest of your day and enjoy the moon tonight. Bye.